Not my first time here at Bearfield Speedway. 1978, before my brother Rusty Wallace became famous, I was here as a 15-year-old. But real excited that John Rady really took this racetrack and brought it back to prominence. So tomorrow night's the big night. You know, Wednesday night, 100-lap race, pays $10,000 to win. Best drivers in the United States will be here.
What kind of names, what kind of drivers will you be racing with tomorrow night?
We got two divisions. We have the super late models, which are wild cars. You got to come out and watch. They're aerodynamic. And David Stremme, a NASCAR superstar, he'll be running that division. I'm going to be running in the modified division, which is a 50-lap race. We're going to have a big time, you know, signing autographs, hooting and hollering, and it'll be a good show.
Kenny, what do short track and, you know, small town racing, how important is that to NASCAR?
You know, if you don't have tracks like Bearfield Speedway, then there's no Tony Stewart, there's no Jeff Gordon. As we know, Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon are Indiana natives. So without Bearfield, there's no NASCAR. And I'm excited to race there.
Is there a possibility we could see some of those guys? You mentioned Tony and Jeff, some Indiana natives, maybe Ryan Newman. You know, if we have this event possibly in the future, maybe bring him to Bearfield, to Fort Wayne?
Well, promoter John Rainey has done an incredible job, you know, building this racetrack back up. We know Tony comes in every year for the Rumble, and hey, you never know. Anything's possible. This is like a baby. You crawl before you walk, and it's an exciting time right now for Bearfield Speedway.
Okay, so the details, tomorrow night, 100-lap race. When does everything start?
Everything starts at 7:30. We'll go green flag, 100-lap, Kenny Wallace 100. A little embarrassing for me because I'm Kenny Wallace, but I'm going to be out there racing also in the modified division. Big race, pays $10,000 to win. You'll have the best race cars in the United States. $10,000 to win is a big deal. The strategy for racing is to beat them all for sure, but you know, I'll go with you must first finish to finish first, and that's my strategy. Drive hard, but you know, you got to be around at the end. You know, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Bearfield Speedway is the epicenter of auto racing. I mean, there's hundreds of tracks in Indiana. You know, and I have 900 NASCAR starts, 9 nationwide wins, but that's not enough for me. I like to pay it forward. I like to come to the local tracks. Heck, if anything, I want to be around the area where, you know, Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon were brought up. This is a big deal. We have the Brickyard 400 coming up. This is the wheelhouse. This is the epicenter. This is the big time of auto racing right now, right here in Fort Wayne.
You have no questions? I don't. You got something?
I don't think so.
Well, hey,
I guess.
What else? Yeah, go for it.
I was just going to, you know, you said you didn't want to talk about sports, but, you know,
it's
with
okay.
you trying to get into broadcasting.
Absolutely.
What you know, do you see any similarities or even big differences between racing and then, you know, being on TV broadcasting racing events?
Well, the best thing about me commentating is that I have 900 NASCAR starts. You have to remember, I pushed Dale Earnhardt to the last one of his life. I know what I'm talking about. And I think that's awesome where, you know, I can go into the broadcast booth or I can be on the TV shows every weekend, and I know what I'm talking about. And I'm still racing NASCAR. We'll run August 2nd, the NASCAR Nationwide race out in Iowa. So we're still doing it. And I love giving back. I like talking about what I love, and that's racing.
So, really excited. I mean, I know you mentioned that Bearfield's the epicenter. I mean, anything else you have to say first about what it does for you to kind of be back, you know, in Indiana and racing? And
I think when you have the passion for auto racing, like a Tony Stewart, a Jeff Gordon, or myself, you recognize that Indiana is the epicenter of auto racing. Bearfield Speedway tomorrow night, Wednesday night, 100-lap race with the best in the United States, $10,000 on the line. I mean, come on. It doesn't get any better than that.